So we've been doing a lot of these, we talk a lot about the witches and stuff like that, right? But we found probably the mother lode of all time. And there's one, shamanism.
Yeah.
And it's very, very similar to the Glamorgan thing where they think they have a voice in their head.
Yeah, although they're more reasonable than the women, I must say, when you compare them to because the Tulpas are all women, and so they're just
shaman are guys.
Shaman are all guys, and the Tulpas are all like, this is like they're all just like, this is definitely not mental illness, whereas these guys are like, am I insane?
Yeah, a lot of the shaman were second guessing.
Yeah, they go, am I crazy?
You're right. A lot of the shaman were saying like, this dude in my head won't leave me alone. Like, am I nuts?
Yeah. Whereas like the Tulpas, there was nobody was like, am I crazy?
No.
Everybody's like, no, of course not.
They're saying everyone's crazy, won't believe me. Yeah. Well, this guy, he goes, and we're just going to do a few of them, but he goes, I have an entity inside of me. And a lot of them describe the entity, you know what I mean? They'll go, there's this dude with a red hat that won't leave me alone, you know? He goes, I can't tell if it's one or multiple because it refers to itself as we. But we share the same high, but they all share the same high pitched tone of voice, which is
so your voice.
Hello, Mr. Hello. So yes, there's 3 or 4 people living inside of him with a high pitched voice.
That's annoying.
And he goes, so he's sort of seeing like, hello. No, they're all high pitched. Hello, what's up, buddy? How we doing? He goes, is there one? Do I have 3 spirits living inside of me or one?
Well, yeah, it's hard to tell because they all have the same voice.
Hello. Sometimes it claims that I'm a friend and seems that sometimes show me to other entities, which means sometimes his one entity goes, check out my boy. So this is what he's living a life where he thinks he's got 3 or 4 people living inside of me. And then sometimes they bring in other spirits and they go, check out the guy that we're inside. Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
Not a bad house we found.
I'm in shack.
Yeah, we're inside this dude. Check him out. Hey, you want to meet him new friends? Hello. And then he shows them to other people, warning them to be careful not to scare me. So he goes, the spirits talk to the other spirits and they go, don't scare him. He's spooked easily.
Good cop, bad cop. It's good spirit, bad spirit.
Yeah, wow.
Goes, look, man, we're on your side, dude. The other spirit's like, just give me a minute alone with him. Yo, I can't control him, okay? You got to play ball. Okay, if you don't play ball, I don't know what he's going to do, okay?
You're right.
Or it's more like, I don't know what he's going to do. You got to play ball.
You got to play ball, man. Go give me 1 minute with him. Yo. And he goes, nah, man, this guy's a bitch. I'm going to spook him. I don't care what you say. I'm going to spook him. He comes up, he goes, boo, motherfucker. Boo. Boo, motherfucker. He gould what I tell you about scaring my man? Boo.
Fucking drive an ice pick into my ear if I had to listen to that all day.
That's what's going on inside of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Check this out. I'm about to scare him. No, don't scare him. Yeah, he thinks the one says he's gonna scare him, and the other goes, "Come, he spooks easily.
Yeah, come on.
He's very easily spooked.
So easily spooked.
So yeah, they don't want him to get spooked, and they say, this entity has also been incredibly abusive in the past, liking to deceive me, scare me, and fuck with my head, feeding off the attention that I give it. So
bit of a trickster.
This entity's a trickster, and he likes to get a crowd going when he's doing his tricks, sort of, right?
Yeah.
But you're right, he's gaslighting because he's like, we don't want to scare him to the other entities.
Yeah.
But then the main entity has been messing with him right and left.
Maybe they're all just fucking with him.
I don't know what that messing with him means, though. How do you mess with him? He goes like, close his eyes or something like that. He's walking around with his eyes closed, like, stop it.
Yeah, I don't, because they don't like control you like that.
Right.
It's just voices in your head.
I think mainly it's the scare. Woo. I think they mainly spook him. He's abusive too, he says.
It's a bummer.
You ain't.
It'd be hard to get to sleep.
We've been all talking. You ain't shit. You ain't never been shit. You was spooked out. You a spooky bitch.
Yeah.
You scared of everything. You always going around being spooked. Hey guys, check out this bitch. Hello.
Watch how easily this little bitch scares.
Watch it. Boo. Hey, you motherfucker terrified.
I didn't even finish saying boo. I just said boo. And he's jumping out of his seat.
Yeah, motherfucker's jumping out of his seat. Guy's jumping out of his seat. I didn't motherfuckers finish saying boo. He goes, it often claims things like we're just trying to help you. So they're gaslighting him for sure.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to help you. Oh, can you do something helpful? And they're like, boo.
Yeah, buddy. We're on your side here. It's not our fault that you're a spooked out bitch.
Yeah.
Where would you be without us?
We like to say boo. I don't know.
Look, I just told the other guy not to spook you. That's the main thing they do to help him. Sometimes it claims we used to be neighbors. So, how do you write this out and think that? Because he goes, he goes, who are you? He goes, you don't remember me? We were neighbors.
I thought shamanism was all about like eating ayahuasca. And,
me too.
yeah.
I honestly,
I thought this was all just gonna be guys being like, yeah, I fucking couldn't stop throwing up, but I like went to a different galaxy.
When I was going through all this shaman stuff, I didn't know 90% of being a shaman was, I guess it's connecting with these other spirits.
Yeah.
But they all live inside the guy's head.
How many spirits do you think are inside of us now? Like, are we just not connected with them? Like, based on what these people are saying, like, do we all have a bunch of them inside?
Yeah, you summon them, yeah.
And you summon them, but they're there.
Yeah, so we have a few inside of us right now, probably, but they're just, our spirits are more respectful than this guy's spirits that are starting a party in his head, calling him a bitch.
They just chill.
Yeah, but and this guy's, even in his thing, he's a psychopath because he goes, I can't tell if it's 1 or 4. And then he goes, sometimes the one tells the other. And then like,
okay, well, now we know that it's 2.
You just said, yeah, you go, you do know how many it is. And he goes, now he says he's your neighbor. So your old neighbor's living inside of you? Newman.
Hello, Newman.
That's what basically it's that. You finally move and then you go, who is this? Hello, Jerry. What? Oh no. I'm insane. Your arch nemesis neighbor's now inside your head.
That would not be fun.
So sometimes I can hear other entities talking to and scolding them. So some of the entities are fairly chill and they get mad at the other entities.
Yeah, so there's some chill entities.
So, and then it's there's a big like uprising within the entities in his head. Some of them are trying to help him, like, buddy, we're trying to get these other entities and all they're interested in doing is spooking them.
Yeah. I love how there's going to be so many answers to this question, none of which being seek professional help.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah, if anything, post more on the Reddit thread. The one time I saw an inhuman apparition when I was switching my meds.
Okay, so there's their factor.
It was a figure with stilts for legs,
Sick.
a long neck, a mask for a face.
How do you know it was a mask for a face?
Mask for a face is funny.
Maybe it had a mask on the face.
Yeah.
He goes, no, it was a mask for. I guess it could have been like you could see there's nothing. It was like just daylight behind the mask,
Okay.
It really was a mask for a face.
Stilts for legs. It's very descriptive. Stilts for legs, long neck, mask for face. It talks to me, and it can make my muscles twitch. So that's one of the parts they just spook him. So they go like that to him. They shock him kind of.
Okay.
It's like a hand buzzer sort of situation. They're goofy, these guys. You know what I mean?
This guy's like
They make him slip on banana peels. They pull the chair out from when he sits down.
Yeah, yeah. Just they do the over under where one of them's fucking behind him, pushes him over the other.
This guy's life is essentially like the criminals in Home Alone. Like he's just walking around, paint cans are hitting him in the head. He's falling down the stairs. Toaster. His chick's like, "What are you doing in there?" He goes, "What am I doing?
What am I doing? These fucking guys are making my life miserable."
I'm freaking. I got Jamie Kennedy living inside my head. He just got the Offspring playing original prankster nonstop. Yeah, yes. These guys are pranksters, you know what I mean? He goes to bed, he's stepping on tacks.
Yeah.
It's
too bad you can't get any like motivational kind of dudes in there, Like
That's
they're
what
all
you
just
want.
fucking you over. You want a bunch of like just Jockos and Tim Ferrisses and stuff.
Well, would you want that if you had a guy with stilts for legs telling you fucking, dude, you can be anything you want to be? And you go, you have stilts for legs. I can't listen to his.
Yeah.
You don't even have a face.
You can't even have legs.
You don't even have legs. You don't have a face. Your neck's ridiculously long.
Yeah.
Sounds like the YouTube long neck guy.
Anyways, can you give me that thing up there I can't reach?
Yeah.
Make yourself useful.
And some other entities have told me just not to respond to it all because it only feeds it. In fact, this is a pretty common occurrence. Sometimes it refers to itself as a we, and other times it acts like an individual. Perhaps there are a lot of entities, but they just sound the same to me. So her hypothesis is his hypothesis is that it's most of them. That's what he thinks, that there's a bunch, but they all have the same voice.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's just the thing with these is
Entities all have the same voice.
Entities just have, it's a rule of entities. Like how, like, vampires can't go outside. And
they all sound like this, I guess.
I mean, that would be a perfect world. They would sound like Bob Uecker or something, like a baseball announcer.
Hey, pal!
Something that's supposed to like,
how does he sound?
Like, the Hank Azaria kind of like, hey, and it's a strikeout.
You definitely don't want your entity having a creepy voice like, what's up, bro? It's me.
Yeah, you don't want a Gollum situation. Not ideal.
What? Yeah, you definitely want your entity having maybe a smooth Stylins voice like, what's up, bro? It's me.
Yeah, the quiet
entity.
On the quiet storm.
Yeah, how's it going? It's me, entity. It's smooth Stylins.
Yeah, you want smooth Stylins.
Jesse Smollett style.
Yeah.
What you don't want is what these guys are doing. But there's 10 of us.
It's even worse.
And then his last thing he says, it's like a mix between an astral parasite and one that's being clingy and just obsessed with me.
Astral parasite.
Yeah, so he's not sure. It's a mix between a parasite and just like a being that is very obsessed with them. So he's sort of like, they're like trying to spook him, and he's kind of like, get over me, bro. Hey, entity, he's just not that into ya.
It's not going to happen, entity.
Hey, entity, learn to take a hint. He's just not that into ya, bro. So that's the kind of stuff that's going on with these shamans.
Yeah, these shamans.
Thank you for watching that clip, supporting the channel. If you like The Boyscast, there's a new episode every week at patreon.com/TheBoyscast.
That's patreon.com/TheBoyscast.